Welcome to Girl Talk. My name is Christine Bright with Yahara Bay Distillers, and I am one of the guest hosts with these great ladies. And I've just been having a blast here, being able to work with these ladies.
Thanks for filling in.
Yeah,
we really enjoyed having you.
And bringing props.
Yeah, so I know we were chit-chatting a little bit about it's change of season, what changes for us, when fall comes. I brought bourbon today, just because that is a popular drink during the fall. People are looking to do old fashions and things to warm you up.
Switching up from the mojitos and
from
pina
the sweet
coladas.
summer drinks. So a lot of different trends. I know for me, one of the big things that I always have to look at is changing my exercise. Because I do a lot of biking outside.
Yeah. Well, especially if bourbon is involved, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the bikes, the little traveling bike where they drink?
The pedal bars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry.
We're looking.
How do I not know about this?
Oh,
Seriously?
they're big in Milwaukee, and now I think they have two here. It's called Capital Pedal, I believe. But yeah, have you ever done one?
No.
Okay, so
Have you?
I haven't done one, but I've observed. But what they do is it's really a great, safe alternative if you want to kind of do the bar hop thing. And you're allowed to bring a cooler, like one cooler on with. But then they have one person who is definitely sober the whole time. That's your driver, but you pedal.
I was going to say, you can't even ride a horse while drinking.
Yes, so everybody else is pedaling. Well, everybody else is supposed to, but you very much see,
Who's going to volunteer to be the DD on that?
On a bike?
Well, that's what you pay for. You pay for that driver works for, yes. And then you just pedal and you go and cocktail at a bar, and then you get back on, and then you pedal to the next bar.
It's like a little table with
bicycle.
That is so fantastic.
It's very unique.
Yeah,
I was wondering,
fun.
I'm like, I didn't know they bar hops. I'm like, what if someone steals your table bike?
Chained up. No, and that guy that person stays out there. But what I always got a kick out of is watching is you have those certain people that they're pedaling the whole time, and you got the other people just sitting there with their legs
Slackers.
just drinking. And I would be like, I would so be the pedal monitor. I'd be like, you're not pedaling. You're not pedaling.
The chicks are prepping their makeup, and the guys are sweating and ready to go.
But yeah, it looks like every time I see it, it looks like people are just having kind of a fun blast. So
that's a great idea.
So that's been your exercise for the summer?
Okay, so when I say that I'm bike riding, that's what I'm doing.
I'm riding something. I might be on the back, but who knows?
I'm pedaling. You're getting your exercise.
So what are you going to do when winter hits?
Well, I have an opportunity to try those bike, I think it's called a bike stabilizer, but where you take your bike inside.
Oh,
and
trainer.
It has trainer, thank you. So I'm going to give that a shot, see how I like that, but definitely being at the gym more.
We're gonna come crash your class, Janet.
That would be great. I would love to have you in my class.
I'm a little intimidated.
I know, and I'm tall. I can't.
There's a whole lot of spikes sitting in this little lady.
If I'm out of sync or slacking, I stick out like a sore thumb.
Do we have to be coordinated? Like a Zamba dance?
I hope not. Just stand next to me and you'll look great.
There you go. I can do it.
I'd love to have you all.
It would be a loud, funny class, I think. You'd be like going, oh, just shake your head.
But there's a lot of other things that we need to do as well. So focusing on fitness, but also we have, our homes and our cars. We've got Conant, Joe from Conant Automotive, that's going to tell us about that.
Yep. So stay tuned. More Girl Talk in a minute.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Welcome to Girl Talk. We're filming in Stoughton, Wisconsin today at Conant Automotive, and later we'll be talking with the owner, Joe, asking him all of our car questions and how to prepare our autos for fall and winter. Speaking of fall and winter, our next guest is going to help us get ready for winter as well and save some money. Our guest is Kendall Richards from All Comfort Services. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Well, the days are getting shorter. We're not really happy about it, but it is what it is.
Yes, it is.
So, I know my heating bills got a little out of control last winter, and so I'm interested in what we can do to get ready for winter and save some money.
Okay. Well, so probably the biggest thing to saving money on operating is having a clean filter, and it's something that people can do as well. So Make sure your filter is clean. I have a couple different filters here. I don't know if they can get the shots, but
we have props.
This one right here, it's a 1-inch filter, 20 by 25, kind of a standard size. This needs to be changed, if not once a month, once every 2 or 3 months. You can go down and see if it's dirty. So that's really important to have a clean filter. This filter is a 6-inch or 5-inch filter. And this can last for a full year.
That looks heavy duty.
Yeah, 9 to 15 months. That's a really nice thing about those filters. You don't have to worry about it. They're not real expensive, and they last for, like I said, about 9 to 15 months, depending on cats, dogs, activity in the house.
Sure. So is it important to have our furnaces looked at before winter?
We think looking at your furnaces once a year. Manufacturers recommend having them looked at once a year. Just so once a year is important, but before winter is not so much. We have people that look at them during the summer or during the spring or middle of the winter, just depending on their situation. We recommend, that's our business. We recommend once a year. Manufacturers recommend once a year, but there's no real catch. It's not a startup per se. It's really just making sure that it's operating. Now, the reason why you'd want to do it is it allows someone to make sure it's operating efficiently and saves you money. It also gives you that peace of mind of, hey, it's been checked this year. I don't have to worry about it going down on the coldest day. So that's really important to our customers. That's what we deliver, is that peace of mind.
So going into fall and winter, I'm in a new space right now. Is it important for me to have a humidifier?
So that's an interesting question. Until you get there, you won't know. Okay. So I recommend not putting one in until you know, because it actually, too much humidification is not good for your house either. You're probably going to have to just kind of get into November, December. So humidifiers really are used, depending on the Wisconsin winter, somewhere between November 1st and March 31st. And generally, the average winter, they're used 3 months.
Okay.
So I would wait until you get there and to see what it's like, or talk to the people before. If there wasn't one there, they may not have needed one, to begin with. So I wouldn't add a problem and take on another cost until you know if you need one.
But how would you know? How does she know then?
Well, there are some, there's portable humidistats that you can check. But really why people have humidifiers is so they're more comfortable. They're more comfortable, and when the humidity is at the right level in your house, actually you save money on your heating bill as well. Because when your house is really clammy, your house has to be warmer to feel comfortable. But your dryness, you could have crack. Your floors could kind of spread apart if you've got wood floors. You could have bloody nose in the morning. You wake up with a little bit of a cough or something in your throat. Any of those things kind of would be a telltale sign that you need a humidifier, and that it's going to help you. The reason why I'm not just saying go ahead and spend money on it is it also can hurt you. Too much humidity in your house, even during the winter, is not a good thing. They make houses so tight these days that sometimes when you run your humidifier, it'll put moisture in your outside windows, and that doesn't help you out either.
Right.
So,
we had mentioned filters and showed us a couple earlier. Is it really that important to have a good filter, or can you get by with a less expensive filter?
What if I'm not checking it every month?
Yeah.
So okay, if you're not checking every month, try to get one of these put in. So you have to actually have a unit put in that could hold it. So that's a nice thing. To me, filtration is more important than humidification, because really good filtration. You can filter 3 things. You can put an inexpensive 1-inch filter in that kind of protects your equipment. Okay, you can put a nice 5-inch filter that's not real efficient that kind of protects your home, or you could put in a really high efficiency, very good, takes all the particulates out of the air. So when I say good, all the little pollens and things out of the air, that actually protects you. So you kind of have that whole gambit. The filter we sell the most is a 20 by 25 filter. We call it an Ultravent. It's a kind of I'll just say it, sorry Lennox, a generic filter. And the nice thing about the generic filter is you can put the 1-inch or the 6-inch. It's a 20 by 25. You can buy that size anywhere you want, and then you have the option of doing what you want. Just that upfront expense. It's somewhere, depending on your situation, somewhere between $500 and $800 to get the actual box connected into your system.
Sure. We're going to have to get you back here because we're out of time.
Already,
and we could go on and then try
Absolutely,
to.
yeah.
We'll be right back. We're going to have some fun with some food next.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. Today we have got Bobby Irwin with Firehouse Subs. Thank you for coming.
Oh, you're so
I'm
welcome.
so excited. I love Firehouse Subs, and I was saying to Elise before we started filming, I was like, oh, I hope they bring food, and you did, and I'm so thrilled. So I come in all the time. I work right off of Rimrock, and it's so delicious. Can you tell us a little bit about your flavorful menu and the salad and the subs that you brought today?
Yes, so first of all, our hearty and flavorful menu consists of 6 subs and 4 salads, and they're hand-tossed. Today I brought a hook and ladder, and it's a light.
I love that one.
Yes, and then our turkey cranberry, which is very refreshing. And then of course our homemade Mama's chicken salad. So these are awesome salads, and they're all less than 500 calories.
And a crazy amount of sauces and everything that you guys have
gosh.
too. And the pickle that you wrap up and put in there, so good.
Is this a homemade? This is your homemade?
This
signature?
is Captain Sorensen's daddle sauce, and it comes in a cute little.
Oh, it looks like a fire hydrant. That is just, that's just
cute.
too cute.
And we have 50 or more different sauces in the restaurant itself, so
Can't decide.
it's pretty cool.
Well, I heard that you are a sponsor of the Ironman competition coming up in a week and a half. Huge event in the Madison area.
Oh,
so what is
absolutely.
all involved with that commitment to do that?
Well, yes, we are sponsoring the Ironman, Wisconsin's Ironman event, and we're selling Firehouse subs there, and there's going to be a kiosk, and it's going to be in the Ironman Village, and it's near the Monona
the
terrace.
terrace? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's a fun place to watch. You'll have a lot of people around there. Yeah.
And what our Firehouse Public Safety Foundation and the Ironman event, they have a grant that they're giving out to all the fire engines, which is 13 RITs, which is our it's a air supply
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
pack that
Okay.
all the engines will have.
That's so cool to give back like that. And I know that
yeah.
they always ask if you want to round up, and that goes to local fire departments, correct? That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's
Very
really
cool.
a cool thing for us to do.
Yeah. So tell us about the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation. You're also giving something to the Girl Scouts?
Oh,
this year?
yes, we're so excited about that. What we've done is every year we give to the community, and we always give back. And we've given them it's a device that they use for cardiac arrest. And they'll use this device during their Camp Hero program. And if so happens that someone has cardiac arrest, they'll have this equipment to save a life.
Oh, it's incredible.
So it's really
I mean,
cool.
You never know. I mean, you don't want emergencies to happen, but if it happens, it's good to be prepared.
Better to be prepared.
Well, we know that you guys have come into town and opened up several, locations. I hear that you have a new one.
Yes, we announced our opening on August 12th, and that's at our State Street location.
Oh, excellent.
449, it's the 400 block. And we have a handmade mural there, and it's really cool. It depicts Wisconsin Badger greats Don Davey, J.J. Watt, Ron Dane, and Troy Vincent dressed as a fireman, and he's got Barry Alvarez on his shoulder. They're carrying him out of the stadium, so it's really cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I also like to mention that we will have our grand opening celebration, and that will be October 26th, noon through to 3 o'clock.
Well, I'm sure you're going to have tons of business at the State Street location with
yes.
students coming back, and who is going to turn up these awesome subs and salads. But I'm not down on State Street. Can I have you cater to my office?
Oh, absolutely,
How do I do that?
absolutely. Our catering service is so simple. It's one call, does it all. And it's so easy. We have 3 locations, Mineral Point Road, just east of the Beltline, and we have Fish Hatchery, which is north of the Beltline, and then of course State Street at 449.
So you're in all the perfect locations to get there in a timely fashion and serve up lunch.
Yes, it's so simple.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. I got to go because I have some eating to do, but come back and meet us here for Conant with more Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are with Joe Conant of Conant Automotive here in Stoughton. We are very excited to have you on today. We have lots of questions. But before we get into some specifics, can you give us just a little bit of background about your automotive service, how long you've been in business?
Okay, well, we started actually in 2006, October 2006. Started a business from scratch. We do a full service automotive light truck and basically anything that we can fit in the door. Maintenance all the way up to heavy repair.
That's excellent. I know you.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to hand it off. I know you had some questions about a coffee break we were talking about earlier.
Oh, well, yeah, I heard that you had your coffee break, and I missed it. I didn't know.
It was a success. It was beautiful weather between the car show, the coffee break, the craft show, the run, the walk that they had. Everything was just perfect. It worked out to be a very beautiful day, and the proceeds go to the various organizations charitable organizations through the Chamber of Commerce of Stoughton.
Is that something you're going to do again in the future?
Oh yeah, it's been going on. I think next year will be the 18th year that it's been going on, and we don't plan on leaving. I mean, Conant Automotive, that is, don't plan on leaving our help anyway. So.
Well, we have this session. We can ask all of our questions, Janet, since we missed it. So I have a VW, so I have to go get the manufacturer, recommended maintenance. Yes, right. Thank you. So do I have to go to the dealership, or does it void the warranty?
No, ma'am. In fact, it's against the law for a new car dealer manufacturer to tell you that it'll void their warranty if you take it to somebody like us. We handle all the maintenance and we keep it on record as far as computer records. So yes, it will not void any of your warranties, and it is illegal, and they can get into trouble for saying that.
Oh, I think it's just the impression that you get.
Right. They have to try to imply it.
Sure.
Exactly, because they don't want me or my type of business to go in on theirs. So
do you have to go right at like 60,000 miles? What if it's 60,001?
No, you're fine within a 10 to 20,000 mile buffer there. I mean, it's important to look at your owner's manual, and right there will tell you what kind of services your vehicle needs at certain mileage intervals. And just keep up on that, and I can guarantee you'll get at least 250,000 miles out of your vehicle. If people do that, you'll keep your car longer, you'll keep money in your pocket longer. It's just very important to keep up on the maintenances. And try to not go with the quick, the cheap oil changes. Those are, it doesn't do good for your vehicle, and you think you're getting a good quality service done, and you're really not. You get what you pay for.
So speaking of oil changes, that's my next question. I'm due, at least I think I'm due. So I know that the standard recommendation is every 3,000 miles. But I've heard that you can actually go longer than that, maybe 6,000, even 7.
Yeah.
So here's my question. If I waited until 6,000 or 7,000 miles, it might be 6 months. I do a lot of just little city driving. So which should it be? Should it be 6,000 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first?
Well, it all goes back to the quality of oil that you use.
Oh.
So if you go to like your $29.95 oil change specials, you're not going to get a top quality oil. I mean, you can go to a mass merchant like a Walmart, and you can do the math real quick. Well, 5 quarts of oil at $5 a quart, how can they put on a filter and do the job, the labor cost, I mean, for $29.95? So they're getting a really cheap grade oil to put in your vehicle, and it's not doing anybody any good.
So it's not the make or model of the car, it's the quality of oil.
Quality of oil. If you run a name brand oil, a semi-synthetic or a full synthetic, then yeah, you can get your 4,500, 6,000, even 9,000 miles on an oil change.
But how do we know, other than, I mean, price, I guess? If
how do we know what they're putting in?
Just go to Joe and they know if you
just come and see us. No, basically they should state exactly what brand of oil they're putting in your vehicle. They should tell you what the mileage interval should be on that particular oil they're putting in your vehicle. I mean, it is the lifeblood of your car. I mean, that's it. If you use a cheap grade oil from the beginning, your car is not going to last. It's not going to get the efficiency as far as mileage. And like I say, it costs you more money in the long run.
Well, you need different kinds in summer and winter, correct?
No.
See?
No, it all depends. I mean, vehicle manufacturer like your Volkswagen should be like a 0 weight 20. That's good for our climate. You know, where our zone is. If we were down in like the South America, then of course they would run a different grade or a weight of oil.
So speaking of summer and winter, snow tires, is that a great idea? Like
yeah, snow tires, we highly recommend that. It's that I'll call them ice tires, because basically all tires now are all season radials, which means they'll be good for the snow, rain, and so on. We do sell an awful lot of ice tires in the winter for customers. You know, we just take off their perfectly good tires and put on the ice tires. The one thing that I find the most funniest is that if you ever drive on after a first or second snowfall, the vehicles that you'll see in the ditch the furthest are the SUVs or something like an all-wheel drive vehicle, because they get this false sense of security, even with ice tires, that oh, I can drive extra fast. And it's not the case. It'll help you maneuver better, it'll help you take off from a stop, and it'll help you stop better. But it's not going to make you go any faster. It's only going to get you in the ditch deeper than.
Get you in the ditch.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's keep an eye, because you'll see it. You'll see the SUVs, the soccer moms, you know, big Tahoe or Suburban in the ditch real far. And but ice tires do well.
So it's the women that go off the road?
No, I shouldn't say that.
I didn't say that. I have one real quick question that I saw on your website, that you do a needed versus recommended. Can you just explain that quickly, what that's about?
As far as repairs or recommended? Well, take an example here. This last week we did an estimate on a vehicle that has never been to us before. We've never seen this customer before, and we do a 29-point inspection. They came in for an oil change and their check engine light was on, and we did an inspection also. Well, we come up with a very low 4-figure bill. Well, if we go through it and say, okay, well, this is needed, well, this can wait, and this can wait, because not everybody can pull out a $2,000 auto repair bill.
Yes.
So we're going to be upfront and honest. Okay, yep, this is for, you know, the longevity of the vehicle. You can get by with these things. And unfortunately, I mean, if they would have come to us like a year ago, it would have been, you know, a little thing here and there, because not everything on that vehicle broke at that one time. So
that is really great that you do that for your customers and give them that peace of mind.
Well, that's the way everybody should be. And that's, you know, automotive repair businesses, we get a bad rap because, you know, we're knuckle dragger grease monkeys that, you know, take advantage of a customer and their vehicle. And that's, you know,
and you don't do
that's
that
the old
there.
way of doing it.
You wouldn't be around for so long and be successful as you are if that was the case.
Thank you so much for all the information you shared. And thank you for joining us on Girl Talk. We will see you next time.